Hello, I'm Lucas Howard with the Lucas Howard Group, and here on behalf of the Ada Business Association, I am absolutely honored to have the pleasure to sit here with two of my favorites, Jake Hagelin and Michelle Gordon from JH Realty Partners. Jake, Michelle, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, thanks first of all for coming.
Yeah.
In our business, we work with our competitors a lot, so I don't even like to call some of our fellow agents competitors. I call them teammates in the business. So it doesn't matter what brand you represent. Sometimes it's a good example of Lucas here. It's all about helping each other, and it really is. And I think you'll get a lot further in this business and go a lot further when you're
Absolutely
cooperative. That's the right word.
I wasn't kidding.
I was
These
throw
are
that in there.
two of
It
my
is.
favorites.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But tell us about you.
Thank you. So we're at our office building in downtown Ada. It's the little known fact, it's the oldest building in Ada. It's the 1800s is when this was originally brought here, and it was brought from Pennsylvania. It was disassembled in Pennsylvania, brought by horse and buggy, and then reassembled here.
Wow.
Yeah. The basement when we first bought it was probably this deep of just old stuff. No one ever cleaned the basement out. So we have Coke bottles from the 1950s, all types of crazy things. But anyways, yeah, this is our headquarters. We've got 2 apartments upstairs for residential housing, and then we have the whole lower level is just our offices.
I didn't know that about the Pennsylvania part. And you know,
that's neat.
our family's from Pennsylvania, and we lived amongst the Amish, so that's probably why I was drawn to here.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
The studs in this building, this porch that we're sitting on, when we first bought it, was really dilapidated. It was falling in and it was leaking, so we rebuilt the front porch. But the studs were about this thick, and the nails were like an inch thick nails that you could tell they used like big hammers to do. They weren't like your typical nails with a point. It was pretty cool to see.
That is neat.
Yeah.
That is neat.
And so we've been here for 10-ish years, 10, 11 years. We bought the building about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's pretty cool to see some of the changes, as you've known in Ada, all the changes that have happened. It's pretty cool.
So you're second generation, correct?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your history
third.
in real
So
estate. Okay.
my grandma Vernice got her license when she was, I think, 60 or 70 years old. My dad had already been a realtor. So my grandma Vernice worked with my dad for a little while. They had a little company up north called Wonderland Properties, and they just sold like vacation land homes because my grandma lived up there. My dad was a licensed real estate agent who moved here from Ludington in the 80s, and he got involved with a project called Eagle Crest. That's on the corner of Leonard and the eastbound line.
Yeah.
And that's what moved us here. I was probably 2 years old, somewhere around there. And he helped semi-develop that and then sold all the condo units. And of course, I went to work with him every day. So I had my real estate license. I took the classes when I was 17 and then got my license when I was 18 because, my dad made me, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And you have some kids, right? Are they going to go in the business, you think, or is it just too early to?
My second one, potentially. My first one thinks we're crazy. We're all crazy. My second one says she's going to run the show, but she's got to change the name.
Are they
All
working
gir-
for you?
Not yet.
All
Not
girls,
yet?
right?
Not yet.
They have all 3 girls.
You, okay, so that's 3 generations. Yeah, 3 girls.
Yeah, cool.
For you, 3 generation.
Yep.
Now you have
Finnegan.
Yeah. 4 generations?
It's interesting because it's really so my wife's in the steel business and I'm in the real estate business, and you always look at the other business like that's easier than this, right? Like you always think your business is tougher. So it was funny, we were talking, I wonder if he'll like the steel business, or I wonder if he'll like the real estate, and I'm sort of like, well, boy, those nights and weekends are sort of tough in my business. And she's like, yeah, but my business is this tough. So it's like, we just thought, whatever he wants to do. Yeah, maybe he'll like the real estate business, maybe he'll like the steel business, maybe he'll be an artist. With both Pam and I, probably 0% chance he's an artist. But you know how it is, just whatever they want.
Love it.
But he comes out around here a lot. He's here weekly.
That's
He
neat.
gets passed around from
Yeah. Oh,
I bet.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
So Michelle, let's. I like this
Yeah.
interviewing thing. This is
good.
cool.
This is good.
I knew you would like
That's
it.
good. See?
So
You
we
live in-
are multi-generation
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. So it's my husband who does commercial,
Yep.
and Amanda who's learning to like commercial because it's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's a half a day on Friday, and you
That's
can
true.
return an email within 48 hours, and you're
Sure,
good.
and you're okay.
Yeah. So she's
Isn't that crazy?
really liking the commercial aspect of things, and I studied and went to school for interior design. That's my major.
Yeah.
And I worked for
did know that.
builders staging homes, and I feel like I didn't have closure because I couldn't sell it. So we
Yeah.
moved up here from Pennsylvania, and we were finally in a position that I could spend money without having money come in,
Sure.
because that's how you start off with real estate.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I thought I would do it part-time.
Yeah.
How many people do they tell you to do
Yeah.
it part-time? It's not part-time, is it?
Doesn't work.
You
No.
get sucked in.
Yeah, so it's, we do it. We have a son who wants nothing to do with real estate. We actually, it's really great because we were just like this morning at home, and it was Mike. We just got a call for an industrial building. Someone's looking for an industrial space, and Mike and Amanda and I are all sitting together working out the details, and I couldn't be more blessed to be able to have that relationship in my house.
That's awesome.
You've really put some time lately into the commercial aspect of the Gordon Group, right?
We have, and we love it, and it actually came very natural to us. Mike retired about 3 years ago. He's an engineer, and he was a financial officer at Bradford White, go local water heaters.
Yeah.
And we naturally started helping young entrepreneurs start up businesses. So he'll sit with them and then help them do a business plan. He'll tell them how to get
He's a
ready.
smart
how to
guy.
He's a really smart guy.
Really smart guy.
And it's very, like, when you help a first-time home buyer and they buy their first home, it's the same idea when
Sure.
you help someone start their first business for the first time.
Yeah.
It's really rewarding.
Sure.
Really rewarding.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
Love
fun.
it.
Yeah.
But I figured we'd end up in the industrial aspect of things because that's his background. Like,
Yeah.
when you read an investigation report and it's this big, he enjoys that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
I know. So.
I love it.
Well, I know Ada's changed quite a bit, and you guys have put a lot of time and effort into the Ada Business Association, so thank you for
Love
that.
this area.
Yep. We're just starting to get involved, sort of like following your guys' lead a little bit, because 10 years ago there was not even really much of an
Sure.
association.
Sure.
And now you can't see it from the video, but you look all around, we're sitting on the front porch, there's saws going, there's
Oh, yeah.
buildings going up, there's concrete trucks. It's pretty
buzzing.
wild to see, and it's
It is.
pretty cool. We're pretty fortunate to have this going on, really for all of
Well,
it.
both of you
Blessed.
sponsor a lot of things, if
Yeah.
I may
Yeah.
say. You're there every Christmas. I think you have your Christmas
Yeah.
outfit on.
Yeah.
You're there at the
The
trolleys.
parade. And the
What is
parade.
it called? The trolleys.
Tinsel Treats and
Yeah, both of
Rallies,
you
yeah.
have like buses that go around. I think both of you get very, very involved in all the activities.
Yeah.
I go to the Ada Business Association lunches, and we have some great people in our community
Yeah.
that we can learn from. So it's nice.
Love the community in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you do something else. You work with, is it a boys club, or tell me about
Well,
that?
we like to support DA Blodgett Big Brothers Big Sisters, like from their golf outings to all the Big Brother Big Sister events. So it's just sort of a charity that a cause that Pam and I have really, through Pam's family and her company, they started doing DA Blodgett Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we just had the office event or the golf event. They had said something like since they've been sponsoring it, they've raised $2.5 million
Wow.
to go towards Big Brothers Big Sisters, and the golf
That's huge.
event that Mill Steel did that I'm just sort of quasi involved with. Just at the golf outing alone, we raised $215,000
Wow.
to go to Big Brothers Big Sisters, which is like they have all types of stuff. But one really cool thing that we've sort of followed and liked is they have like kids in need that don't have a home. They bring them into the Blodgett homes and like meals, mentors.
That's
A
awesome.
lot of people that Pam works with, they have they sponsor kids, and they're at baseball games with them, all that type of stuff. It's just really, when you start hearing these kids' stories that we don't see all that much,
Yeah.
Right.
and you hear that and you're like, this is in my backyard.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And what a blessing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Get where you live.
Yeah, exactly. And it's right in our backyard, and we go through our days. I'm not saying we, but you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't, because you don't see it as much. And then when you're like, wow, I just drove by that house the other day.
Well, I think we all give around the holidays, and then we tend to forget
Sure.
during the summer. So it's nice that you do things
Yeah.
all year round.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I really like that.
Yep. Thank you.
That's awesome. I've got another question.
Yep.
We always ask. I want to hear from both of you.
Okay.
What is your favorite part of Ada?
Oh.
Favorite thing about Ada?
I would say, sounds corny, but like the trees. Like,
Oh,
you can literally be in downtown Ada and then go to the covered bridge, and it's just old, mature trees
Yeah.
everywhere you go. And I guess the
That's gorgeous.
quaintness.
yeah.
Even with all this building and
Going on.
expansion, it's still a quaint little town, but it's at the same time, it's active.
Gorgeous. I love it.
For
about you?
me, I like that you can walk in any door in Ada and be welcomed. When I first came here, I started the Ada BNI, and I was walking in every business to get them to join.
Sure.
It took me hours because everybody would welcome you, and then you would sit and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know anywhere else that you can do that and just feel so welcome.
What about
Love it.
you?
Me? Currently, I'm just fascinated and blown away by the redevelopment.
Yeah.
But this is, my family moved to this community. We were
Yeah.
from here, moved to this community, and it was almost instant.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And as silly as it sounds, the trees. It's the scenery to the people. To now just a more of a vibrant downtown. I mean,
Yeah.
it just didn't take long before it had a heart.
Yep.
It
Exactly.
didn't take long.
Thanks for taking
love
your
it.
time.
No,
Yeah,
thank you
appreciate
guys.
it. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for setting it up, Michelle.
Yeah.
I know. I had to make him do it. Now he'll do it by himself.
That's pretty
I
cool.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Well, thank you guys. G&H Realty Parties, partners right downtown Ada. Beautiful white building. Come stop by. Residential and commercial, both. Come check them out.
Thank you.